Dave. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, Dave's.
All right. Not a terrible board for the day, but he's going to want to get access to yellow pretty soon. He's got that one on the top. Couldn't really cleanly use that yellow blue that he started with, but did find a way to use later ones. Meanwhile, on Dave Smith's board, I think I like it a little bit better there, JB, is he has got access to a little bit of everything.
He does and really did. I don't know what's going on with the double blue in column two. I don't know if that was a misplay or he's setting himself up maybe for a little bit later combo. Dave Smith is, we know, one of the most well-known combo players in the game, and we're seeing here he looks like he is setting up for something a little double horizontal on that yellow, and he's going to drop everything down. He's going to take maybe a bunch of viruses off the board, or he's going to be setting things up again. You just see those pieces building up. He's at 23 viruses. Meanwhile, the Dave also at 23 viruses. Really looking for some help there, getting that drop down, a drop cross for him. 21
Here it
viruses to
comes.
go. Here's the big combo from Dave, and that was, I believe, 7 viruses off the board. So big combo there from Dave Smith.
Yeah, it's one of those. I thought I was going to see it happen at the first yellow that he saw. He delayed it because he found some other uses for yellows. But yeah, no, Dave wanted combos, and with a side of combos. So not a
And
surprise there. And
yeah, and oh, go ahead.
I was going to say four virus lead. That's all I was going to finish with.
Yeah, Dave's combo play, elevated him to a top 8 in the Versus Championships in Columbus. It's one of his fortes, and we see that translate well to his speed play as well. He's going to be out first at a minute 46. The Dave really looking for some yellow help here. He's got, vertical and horizontal options, but a lot of them just are having trouble firing off due to RNG.
Yeah, not enough red showing up now on the Dave side, but he's starting to get some of those. Just three more, now two more, one more, and he's going to be out of this one, out at a 212. So, not too far behind. And however, look at this cross clear that the Dave Smith is going to have. You can't help but confuse the Daves when both of them are on screen at the same time.
As the pills in the Mario glass, so are the Daves of our lives. As 23 viruses here for the Dave with that, or Dave Smith, as I now get my Daves confused as well. Welcome to
Dave's and
commentating,
confused.
folks. Dave's and confused. Good Lord.
Yes, that
Uh,
is that is where we are right now. Thank goodness it's silver bracket. So, a little note as they are tearing through this level 9. It's this Dave Smith has only ever won that one silver bracket tournament. He has, for all the months and months of tournaments that he has been involved in, he has yet to win any of our tournaments other than that one point of silver that he picked up back in June of last year. So this would be a big win for him. The Dave, of course, has won this tournament a couple of times, and uh, it's it's just great to see these two going head to head.
Yeah, these are two, stalwarts. These both these guys have been playing since, we started this back in our first season in 2020. As much of a decade as 2020 was, it was only 4 years ago. But as we are now in our fifth season, these two players still going at it here, and both still very, very good at this game. As Dave Smith out first at a 350, he's got 44 viruses to go here on level 10, and then 48 on 11, looking to lock up a first win here and really start to set the pace here in this finals.
Yeah, the Dave is going to need quite a bit of blue. This last red is all he needs on that. But this double blue, very fortuitous for him, although it's coming after a bit of drop time. Out at a 416. So again, keeping it pretty close. He is only about 11 viruses behind. And in these last two levels, you can see that happen in no time at all. So these guys are both just playing their hearts out for us. And yeah, really knocking out some good Dr. Mario right now.
Absolutely. The Dave running into a big problem here though on level 10. A lot of yellow. He's got to try to get off this to start accessing the bottom half of the board. Meanwhile, for Dave Smith, It's looking like he's just kind of got things a little scattered, has a bit of a stack of on level, or sorry, column one. Going to have to take care of that as well. It's going to be some forced vertical plays more than likely in column one. We'll see what he does here. Maybe looking for that yellow blue, I think, is the optimal play here. And there it is. And he's going to drop that down, get 4 more viruses off the board. He's down to 13. The Dave at 19. The Dave really just looking for some help here. Double red would be lovely for him if he could just get the right pills to drop. And it looks like he's going to set up here. I like this play. He's going to drop some yellows down and get this combination here. This yellow blue would be, or red blue would be huge. Getting the T, he's going to still have that bit of garbage over in the on the left side of his board. Does manage to drop that down. He's at 12, but Ook, it's really that right side's going to be really tough for Dave to clear out.
Yeah, this is a tough position for Dave as Dave Smith is just powering through the left side of his board. Only a 4 virus difference, but definite advantage to Dave Smith right now as the Dave is trying to get uh, make anything happen. This yellow horizontal is actually going to be ideal for him. But he's making smart plays. This double yellow is going to work. He was going to have either a red yellow or that double yellow to take it out, so that he's got access to a horizontal on this yellow or this red. I mean, in column two, he's going to take that out, and it's going to get him down there. But Dave Smith already in his level 11 and starting to make waves over there.
It is rough going for the Dave. He's got something really nicely laid out here. I see the combo he's trying to play, really looking for that horizontal yellow and just waiting for anything yellow. He's got a free play here. He's going to get it. And now he is pretty much free and clear. He would love a double red here to get the big clear, but not going to happen. So we'll have to take him down piecemeal. But he's out at 7 minutes. Dave Smith, though, far, far ahead by 18 viruses here as he drops another combo already at 28 viruses, almost halfway done with his final stage. Uh, the Dave's gonna have to play out of his mind and catch up here.
Yeah, the doc really made him work for that last level. But it's not impossible to get up there, especially Dave Smith, no access to yellow right now, and oh, oh my gosh, that was a brief double yellow blitz. We can see that as it was followed by a double blue, which is what you see at the end of a double yellow blitz. But
Mm-hmm.
that was about the worst possible timing for that for Dave Smith. However, dropping that red down into column or row number one, he is going to either have to take that red out, which is going to be inefficient, or he's going to have to take this yellow vertically. That's not going to be a major issue. It's just kind of not the play that he was looking for. And
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if it ends up being the play that he has to take.
Yeah, the Dave is really rocking a split board here. May just have to come to grips with that red up top. Might be the last thing he has to clear. Could be beneficial to him depending on how things go. He is only 10 viruses back, so some double colors here or some good combos without any drops. Very huge for him here as Dave or Smith down to 1, and now is going to have to combo out. It looks like this is well in hand for Dave Smith, barring a disaster. But it does look like as it is here, 8:38 for Dave Smith. That's going to give him game one here in this best of three.
Right, yeah. Tough going for the Dave in that, especially in that level 9 or level 10. It was a real uphill battle for him, but came back, was really pushing himself forward, and we'll see if game number 2 is going to be a little nicer to him.
We have DDs and GGs, some Daves and good games out in our chat here as we're just waiting on a timer reset from the Dave, and then we'll be good to go. There it is.
Yeah, Dave trying to manage the stream as well. You see the pip up on Dave Smith's side. And that is because not only is Dave trying to play really well, really fast, he's also trying to keep up with the stream, which is an amazing job for him. All right, both players are ready, and we have our 3-2-1 pills in chat.
So 36 viruses here again as we get into level 8. Dave Smith looking to put this away and take home a our first January silver bracket. The Dave looking to extend this match a little bit. And the Dave off to a pretty good start here, Ook. He's going to get this garbage off the board, splitting things down, taking a couple viruses off the board, really starting to set the pace here. Not playing too risky. This is how he won his match against Larva, and maybe he's just realized maybe he's got to just slow down just a little bit, not make any hasty decisions, because that just playing that methodical style won him his match against Larva. So maybe just slowing it down a little bit here.
Yeah, that first pill for 2 games in a row now, that first pill that the Dave got was not one that he could use. So it's the fact that was able to turn it into a usable pill was really good.
Hmm.
On Dave Smith's side, he is powering his way down to just 11. He is about 3 pills back now, but this cross clear is great, and he's got really good setups for everything else. Brings it down to 3 now. He has a slight lead, but this double red blitz not what he wants to see. He wants to see it end pretty quickly so you can get that red yellow and start attacking these yellows. Looks like he's thinking about a horizontal, possibly as a T. It's not really going to be an easy way to do that, so smart play. And let's see if the doc punishes him for using these yellow blues. He does not. Uh, Dave Smith out at a 134. The Dave going to be out at a 140.
Very, very close between these players. Dave just had to figure out how to get that end game, or the Dave had to figure out how to get that end game done. Finally got it going, and now holding on to some red yellows, gonna again split that garbage. And sometimes you just have to do that, and you can kind of figure out how things go down the line. I know players like Packy like doing that, where if there's garbage, they just kind of figure it out until it comes into some sort of convenient situation. And sometimes that's just what you got to do. I'm really starting to like these bulk clears that the Dave is making as he's down to 30 viruses. Meanwhile, Dave Smith dropping some blues down, and this blue yellow I think is what he was looking for, getting that horizontal clear, keeping that board elevation, that top line down. We call that the top line. We really define that as just everything that's along the top. It's not necessarily a straight line, but we usually refer to viruses for that sort of thing. So like we would say, we have a very blue heavy top line here for the Dave on his board as he is down to 23, just 5 viruses behind Dave Smith.
Yeah, unfortunately, most of those viruses are blue, as Dave has had really good opportunities to, or I should say, really good potentials for being able to take these blues horizontally, but unfortunately, the pill's just not showing up for him, and he's having to be creative with his plays. So far, so good on that, as he is working his way down. But that column 6, yeah, it finally had to just come down vertically. That's going to take him a little bit of time. It's not the most efficient methodology, but it's kind of the only one that he can do with the pills that he was given.
Hmm. And Dave is really starting to make the most of the situation here. He's got good clears wherever he wants them right now. He's got a horizontal along row 2 for the 2. He's got a vertical, and that double blue exactly where you want to put it. So in a really good position here, and he has actually taken the lead here as it's going to be a 348. Actually, no, it's still a 1.5, 2 second lead for Dave Smith here, but things really, really close as we get into level 10.
Yeah, you can't ask for closer than that. These two are about as close as you can get. And Dave again with a heavy blue top line,
Yeah,
and not getting what
and
he
the
needs.
doctor, I was about to say the doctor giving him bupkis for it as he is continuing to try to approach this board. Though if he gets a double blue, he can really crack things open on that left side. It's just a matter of if the doctor wants to hand one over, and he's not really doing so. So that this really forces Dave. He's got to make a decision at some point. How is he going to attack this? And it looks like he's going to just wait for everything, get the L, yeah, and just deal with the garbage as it goes. And you really, as a speed player, you really try to hold that off as long as you can to just try to get something natural to clear it off and not force that garbage. But sometimes your hand is just simply forced, Duke.
Yeah, that's uh, he did manage to use those blues in about as efficient a manner as he could, but that has given Dave Smith now a 6 virus lead. His board, he doesn't have very much access to blue. Outside of that, it's pretty stable. and looks like he's going to have a pretty clear way down to the bottom. He's not going to get access to red now for a little bit, but has two sets of horizontals for his blues and would really like to just get down to those blues. Unfortunately, the dock kind of blocking him off from that as well. So that's going to give D-Dave a little bit of time to try to catch up. But these two spires that he's got on both sides of his board, not going to be conducive to that there, JB.
Yeah, and Dave's starting to turn up the aggression, I think. I think just the slow start to 10 was really just egging him on to just get clears that he just saw. He had an opportunity to set up some other combos and just simply didn't take them. Uh, Dave Smith, however, his real big pain points just those two pieces of blue garbage, but now he can clear underneath, and that's what he's going to do, dropping those two pieces of blue down, now making it look like that mistake may have been on purpose. You just never know with a big combo player like Dave Smith. And Dave Smith going to be out first at a 6-10, but again, not far behind. We've got 1, 2, and 3 blues in a row, 6-18. So this is going to be a sprint going into 11.
This match definitely not indicative of skill. You know, the difference between these two is not the skill level. The Dave has really had to work twice as hard as Dave Smith, I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
just to get anything going onto his board. Not to discount Dave Smith's abilities. This man is insane and is showing that off right now as he comes very close to the top of his board. He's playing out of his mind. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that the doc has been slightly nicer to him. That's about all you can say about what's been going on. These two playing very tightly against each other, and props to both of them for putting such a good match together.
Yeah, and Dave Smith again is just absolutely just playing phenomenally here in this 11. But the Dave has been playing a very strong 11 in his own right as he's drilling things down, keeping things going. He is playing a little bit more aggressively than I think he'd like to, but that's pretty much the name of the game here when you're playing this kind of sprint style, both players within seconds of each other into this final level. And I like this play by D Dave, and he's going to get a double blue and another double blue. He's out of blues on the board. He's actually now even things up. It's 9-9 here, but Dave Smith now just drops it down to 8. It's 8-7 as the Dave now takes the lead. Looking for reds for Dave Smith looking for yellows and blues. There's another yellow off the board for the Dave. And the Dave holding up something while we're playing here. I don't know what that was about, but
No idea
uh,
what that is.
no idea what that was. But we are down to 6-4 here, and now it's just a lot of red help is what the Dave needs. Dave Smith just needing a few more yellows, and it looks like he's going to get it with the double yellow. He is going to take the January Silver Speed bracket at an 8-14. I don't know again what he was holding up there, but he managed to get the win here as D Dave just didn't get a lick of red here to finish this 11.
Wow. So yeah, GG's to both players. You know, commiserations to the Dave who played his heart out here, and looks like
Offering the
I think that's a
handshake.
handshake
Yeah,
from Dave Smith. These two, of course, have met a couple of times in Louisville and in Columbus, and both a couple of really great guys to hang out with. But
absolutely.
congrats to Dave Smith and GG's to the Dave for putting it together. Just a heck of a match.